This is how a dream of unity became a struggle for survival and a warning from history. What happens when you try to unite people divided by language, religion, and centuries of conflict? For a time, Yugoslavia seemed like the answer, a single country where South Slavs could live together as one. But beneath that idea of unity, there were cracks, deep cracks shaped by history, empire, and identity. And when those cracks finally broke open, the result was not unity, it was collapse, the origins of division. Long before Yugoslavia existed, the South Slavs arrived in the Balkans during the 6th and 7th centuries. They settled across mountains, valleys, and coasts, but they did not remain one people. Over time, they were shaped by different empires. The Ottoman Empire influenced Bosnia and parts of Serbia. The Austro-Hungarian Empire shaped Croatia and Slovenia. The Byzantine world influenced religion and culture. These empires didn't just rule land, they shaped identity. Religion divided communities. Orthodox, Catholic, Muslim. Language evolved differently. Culture followed different paths. So even though they shared Slavic roots, they were never truly the same. Nationalism awakens. By the 19th century, a new idea began to spread across Europe. Nationalism. Among the South Slavs, it carried a powerful dream: unity. Poets, writers, and intellectuals imagined a shared identity. One language, one culture, one people. But nationalism had two faces. It promised freedom from empires. Yet at the same time, it exposed how different these groups had become. Instead of bringing people together, it often pushed them further apart. War that changed everything. 1914. Tensions reached a breaking point in 1914. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in Sarajevo triggered World War I. But this was not just a global conflict. It was deeply connected to the Balkans. Secret nationalist groups had grown powerful. Ideas had turned into action. What began as cultural movements had transformed into political violence. And when the war ended, an opportunity appeared: the birth of Yugoslavia. In 1918, after World War I, Yugoslavia was created. It was called the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovens. For the first time, many South Slavs were united under one state. But unity was not equal. Serbia, having emerged stronger from the war, dominated politics. Other groups felt ignored or controlled. Tensions never truly disappeared. They were simply pushed beneath the surface. War, occupation, and deep scars. World War II shattered Yugoslavia again. The country was invaded and divided by Axis powers. Different groups fought on different sides. Violence was brutal. Communities turned against each other. These years left deep scars. Memories of betrayal, revenge, and suffering. Even after the war ended, those memories did not disappear. They waited. Tito and the illusion of unity. After World War II, a new leader emerged: Josip Broz Tito. Under Tito, Yugoslavia became a socialist federation. He ruled with strength and control. Nationalism was suppressed. Unity was enforced. For decades, Yugoslavia seemed stable. People worked, traveled, and lived peacefully. But this unity had a hidden truth. It depended on Tito alone, not on real trust between nations. The collapse begins 1980s. In 1980, Tito died, and with him, the system began to weaken. Without strong leadership, economic crisis grew. Debt increased. Unemployment spread. Republics began blaming each other. Richer regions wanted independence. Poorer regions feared abandonment. At the same time, nationalism returned, stronger than before. The 10-year collapse, 1991-2001. By 1991, Yugoslavia began to break apart. Slovenia declared independence, then Croatia, then Bosnia. But this was not peaceful. It turned into war. The Yugoslav Wars became some of the most brutal conflicts in modern Europe. Cities were destroyed. Millions were displaced. Communities that once lived together turned against each other. Within just a decade, the country was gone. Not slowly, but violently. A country that became a warning. By the early 2000s, Yugoslavia no longer existed. It had split into multiple independent nations. What once seemed like a model of unity became a lesson in collapse. Yugoslavia didn't fail because of one event. It failed because history, identity, and power collided. And when they did, unity was no longer possible. Yugoslavia was never just a country. It was an idea that different people could live together as one. For a time, it worked. But when pressure grew, that idea broke. And when it broke, it didn't just disappear quietly. It collapsed in a way the world would never forget.